Good morning, children! It's me, Teacher Jemine. Are you guys ready to read what God has to say to us today? I am! So before we begin, I want us to always invite God to be with us when we read His Word. So can we all say, Holy Spirit, come? Alright, so now that we've invited God to be with us, invited His Holy Spirit to be with us, we can begin reading His Word and He will speak to us. So today in the Old Testament, in 2 Kings chapter 13, we read about a king named Jehoash. And King Jehoash went to visit the prophet Elisha. And so you know what? Elisha, he was actually dying. And then the King Jehoash, came to Elisha and he was like, oh no, Elisha! Elisha told King Jehoash, go get a bow and arrow. And then King Jehoash was, okay. And he ran and then he got arrows and a bow. And then Elisha told King Jehoash, okay, I want you to open the east window. So north is here, south, east, west. So east. So then Jehoash ran to the east and then he opened the window. And then he said to King Jehoash, okay, now I want you to shoot an arrow. And then King Jehoash was like, okay, and I want you to shoot it out of the east window. So Jehoash took his bow and arrow and he shot it out at the east window. And then what happened? Elisha told King Jehoash, okay, now I want you to take your arrows and I want you to strike the ground with it. And so King Jehoash was probably a little confused. He'd be like, okay. And he went 1, 2, 3. And then, you know what happened? It says in the Bible, Elisha was angry with the king. And you know why? It was because here, Elisha said, you should have struck the ground 5 or even 6 times. Then you would have defeated your enemy completely. But because you only struck it 3 times, you will only defeat your enemy 3 times. Back then, there was a lot of war going on. And so the people, God's people, had to ask God for help to defeat those enemies. Now because King Jehoash only struck the ground with his arrows 3 times, that means that he was only able to defeat his enemy 3 times. Now, here is the lesson that I want us to learn together, is that, you know what King Jehoash lacked? He lacked faith. Enough faith to believe that God could do more. If he had complete faith, he would have been like, yeah, God, right? He would have done it many, many times. But I think because he was kind of questioning, why is this weird prophet telling me to strike the arrows just on the ground? That's weird. So I'm just going to do it a few times. And he did not expect God to do great things. And he did not believe with all his heart. And so even though he did do it, he obeyed. That is really important though. He obeyed, right? But because he did not expect God to do more, God was not able to do more because he didn't expect and he didn't really ask, right? So, I want you and me to learn this. To always have faith and expect God to do great things in our lives. Because when we expect God to do good things in our lives, He will do good things. Alright? Thank you so much for spending TWA time with me. I'll see you next time. Bye, children.